people, welcome to Better Farms and also Kembiba Company Limited. So let's talk about this egg that is a lot of backlog in the system, and also what we can do as farmers to sell our eggs. You know, the whole thing, as I say always, is to help you as a farmer, and some of the things that I'm doing, you can also be able to know the best thing to do to capture the market, and so that all of us can be able to solve the whole thing. And I think last week I did a video and about inflation rate that has caused a lot of things. Guys, nothing is about propaganda, but anything that you find is offensive in it, let me say I'm sorry, but I have to talk about the real truth. But if some of them are not a fact, pardon me for that. So let's talk about this egg backlog and how you can help your farms to take care of this thing that is going on. Some of the things is very personal. Over here, I can share all of them. I can share all of them to you. Some of them too, I can let you know so that it can also help you. So how do you sell these eggs in the market as we are having a lot of backlog in the system? If you have noticed, most of the customers, what they are calling for is about the sizes, saying that they need bigger sizes. So when you compare like this sizes that we have over here, like our medium size eggs, and at times, let him know some of them we grade it by hand, so you're not going to get the sizes to be uniform or to be equal. So at times some of them are bigger, some of them are also smaller. Pardon me, because I'm not the one who laid the eggs. I know if you tell any customer that he's going to be pissed off, but that's the reality too. But you try as much as possible to sort the eggs so that you have a little bit uniform, if all of them are not uniform. So number one is about how you can get the market is sorting the eggs very right, and also most of them sort the eggs with the bigger sizes and the smaller sizes. Some people are so smart that they just pick the bigger sizes, maybe 5, 6 eggs, and the rest of them are small size. If you do that, you are driving your customers away. So that's first one, sorting of the eggs. So if your eggs are not selling at the market or they are not selling, check how you grade your eggs. Are you grading eggs as high it's supposed to be, or the customers continue complaining? If they are complaining, that means you are doing something wrong. So all what I'm saying in this video is trying to tell you how you can capture the market even though there's a lot of backlog in the system. So number two is about the cleanness of the eggs, how clean your eggs are. Especially most of us that are doing the cage, what's the name? The deep litter system. Most of us our eggs comes in very, very dirty. If in case like that and your eggs goes to the market, customers are not going to buy. So in case of this, most of the people who do the battery cage system, they have the clean eggs. But if you're also doing the deep litter system, make sure you come out with clean eggs, especially eggs that have or in the laying box. Most of them have the sawdust or anything to protect the eggs or to prevent the eggs from becoming dirty. You see these eggs, you have opened most of them, but you don't see flies around. But like if you go around, but if you go to some people's farm, as soon as you do this, you may hear like one, because the eggs are dirty. So number two is about the cleanness of the eggs. Number one is about how you store the eggs right. But the most important thing that I want to talk to you about is then how my birds are like 37 week, 35 week, whatever. How do I get a bigger size? Because at times too, the feed that you give is very important. Give me a minute. The feed that you give, you may ask, what feed do I use? The same feed that people have been talking about. What's the name? On TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. That is the feed called Bemex. Mostly, one thing I like about this feed is that it comes with a lot of micronutrients and a lot of stuff. So at times, if you ask me, you can see these eggs are a little pale because it black layers. They are not the brown layers. So if I take 3 different eggs for you, one like this, you can see them. They have different ones. One is purely brown or the brownish color. One is like pale or the not the yellowish, but like kind of pink, and one is purely white. So the difference is that this one is black layers, this one is brown layers, and this white. But when you use this feed, what it gives the eggs, the purely nature of the eggs. If it's white, you get very whitish shells. If it's brown, you can see a very brownish color of the eggs. But you go to some people's farm, and supposing there's a green, brown eggs, it's kind of a little bit pale. And if the eggs are out there, you're not going to get a farmer or somebody to buy that brownish color for you. So you go out there and the eggs is a little bit pale. See, very greenish, brownish color. So this feed comes in with a lot of nutrients for you. If you need some, there is a woman at the Tema. She saw a lot of them. And if you contact me too, I can get you a lot of them. Very cheaper. I mean, you may say a lot of the feed in the market. Yeah, that is true. But I can assure you, this feed will give you a very good quality and the brownish color that you need. The next one is this kind of feed. I've talked about it before in some of our videos. It's called Afraban. It's a toxin binder. And when you use it, it also helps a lot. It helps for your birds, ammonia gas, all of that. So that is also the toxin binder. So it also helps in doing a lot of things for your farms. If you want to check it, check maybe in our YouTube videos, one of them. We talk about it a lot. Ammonia gas, controlling ammonia gas, giving the brownish color. So many stuff, conventional feed. And this feed is also very, very good, as I said. So, apart from the feed, what do? Your vitamins is very important. Because people will say the eggs are not going, but check what you are trying to send to the market. Because you may send eggs out there, and your eggs are not really attracting to customers. If that is the case, you're not going to get anything. So, some of us, we have eggs here, but there's like about 3 days eggs. So by the next week, everything will be gone. Even though everybody's having backlog. All of us are having it, but it doesn't really stay here for like more than a week. But there is like 3 days eggs, as I said, correction of eggs. 2 days eggs is not part of it. So people, one thing I'm saying is that these are the things that can help you continue to capture the market. The sizes are very important. So if you're having pullets, and also don't try to rush your best. Because you know people are now rushing the best. I want 16 weeks, 14 weeks, 13 weeks. It's okay. But when they start with that, the best are going to lay a little bit longer because before you start having the bigger eggs. So if you try to also make your best lay at early ages, or let's say 16, 15, early 17, you'll be expecting larger eggs around maybe let's say from 25th week going, because that's where the best, their system is a little bit mature. Because at that 16, 17, 15, even up to early 17 or 18, you are having a lot of pullets. So people, let's do this to put the eggs to the market. So the feed is very important because some of the feed, they are mostly about soya in it. I don't want to mention any brand over here. Some of them are mostly about the soya, but if you don't have most of the nutrients like methionine, so-called methionine, so-called methionine, the lysine, the DCP, the dicalcium phosphate, and all of that comes together to give you, build a good yolk for the eggs. So if you are not having them and you are having most of this only fully of soya and little bit of amino acid, you're going to get the eggs right. But the nutrients are going you're not going to get a bigger size because the bears are going to use the nutrients to develop their body before they use the rest of the nutrients to come out with the eggs that you need. So most of the feed out there full of soya. Soya is the protein, and you're going to get the eggs, but mostly some of the eggs are small. But if you use this kind of payments that I'm talking about, it's going to give you very good results that you need. In the beginning, when you start using your first 2 weeks, it's going to be like maybe what is coming out. And as time continues with this Afraban, greenish, brownish color, with a very appealing to people. So when they see it, they know you are selling good eggs to them. And as I said in the last video, nobody knows recently when the market is going to pick up. Some are saying the demand is or the supply is exceeding the demand. That is true, but my point that I always make is that before COVID-19, people, there were a lot of poultry farms compared to this time. You may talk about people are coming in, but trust me, before COVID-19, there were a lot of poultry farms. Before this COVID-19 came and most people left the industry because the price of things were very high. That's what I'm saying. It's not about any politician or anything. But right now, even though people are coming in with a layers aspect, but not as compared to before COVID-19. People were having thousands of birds. You go to Doma, you go to Eastern region, Central region, and even Drobu area here. But now a lot of farms have reduced their number, or they have come down with their size of their farms. So we don't have too much. So the size the number that we are saying, we have a lot of farms. Maybe somebody have done that service, and if the person is saying it's true, then it's okay. But what I find is that before COVID-19, we're having a lot of birds. So the market is out there, and when we are going to get this market back on, it's unpredictable now. But to be honest with you, as somebody said, the data is also kind of stabilizing as compared to some years or some 1 year, 2 years back. So everything is all right. But now, because of our system, anything that you talk and is more about business and other things, people think it's politics, but not about politics. We all want our business to thrive. So, people, these are the things that I want to share with you. Cleanness of your eggs, sucking the eggs right, the feed that I've introduced to you. You know, if it's not good, we don't come up with it. When it's good and you abuse it, that is the feed that we use. When it's not good, I'm not going to sell it to you. I'm not going to recommend it to you. So that's the Bemis and the Alpha Band that we talk about. So, till we meet next time, and if you have a question, share your dreams and money will follow you. Peace. Shalom.